Pre-pandemic, or before the pandemic, the definition of a recession was pretty easy. It was 2 consecutive quarters of economic contraction. However, somewhere along the way in this new Biden administration, President Biden's tenure, the administration seems to have changed the definition of recession, and the National Bureau of Economic Research asserts that a recession is now, quote, a significant decline in economic activity that is spread across the economy and lasts more than a few months, close quote. This has had a bit of a gaslighting effect on the American people, so I'd like to drill into it just a little bit. Secretary Yellen, does the National Bureau of Economic Research give any weight to real personal income when determining if we are in a significant economic decline?
They look at a wide array of statistics, and the second definition that you gave of a broad contraction that lasts more than several months, that is how the NBER...
Reclaiming my time, the answer is yes. Does the National Bureau of Economic Research directly consider inflation when determining if we are in a significant economic decline?
Inflation is not part of an economic decline.
Okay, well, the National Bureau of Economic Research, while it doesn't directly consider inflation, inflation is embedded into real income and spending variables that it tracks. So American families pay an average of $864 more per month today than they did when this administration started. That's an extra $126 on food per month, an extra $159 on shelter per month, an extra $123 on energy per month, just to name a few. This is since the Biden administration took office. Unless Americans have gotten a 15.3% pay raise in the last 2 years, they've effectively gotten a pay cut. Madam Secretary, has the average American income increased 15.3% during the Biden administration?
We have the strongest job market and
the answer
largest...
is reclaiming my time. Thank you, Madam Secretary. The answer is easy. It's no. Since President Biden took office, the average real personal income has only increased 2.4%. That would have been the answer. So while it costs nearly $900 more a month for American families to afford the same quality of life that they had in 2019, Americans aren't getting paid anywhere near that much more. So how is it then that the National Bureau of Economic Research thinks it's appropriate to exclude inflation as a primary factor when determining the state of our economy? It's a rhetorical question, Madam Secretary, because we all know that the bureaucracy cherry picks the factors that yield the most convincing numbers for whatever narrative they want to assert, much like you were starting to deflect and say, we've got the greatest whatever. Americans know better. This administration is telling Americans the economy is strong, but Americans certainly feel like things are worse today than they were before President Biden took office. Secretary Yellen, I'm asking these questions because throughout 2021, you, along with several members responsible for fiscal decision-making in this administration, had incredibly asserted that inflation was, quote, transitory, perpetuating a fallacy the government could keep spending money it didn't have and everything and everyone would be just fine. Well, it's not fine. As a result of misrepresenting real economic conditions, trillions of dollars were printed, injecting cash into a shutdown system which skyrocketed prices when we opened back up. Now, in order to tame runaway inflation, the Fed's only tool is to rapidly raise interest rates. The Fed is on its 10th consecutive rate.
Hello, friends. This is bad. A growing number of U.S. shoppers who are on food stamps are being forced to buy much less as their monthly benefits begin to shrink. Our federal government has said that almost 1 million Americans are losing their monthly benefits this year. But there are some lawmakers that are considering a new plan that would include boosted benefits for low-income households. My dearest friends, please make sure that you watch until the end of this video. Also, in a video later today, I will be announcing several winners for the $75 Walmart gift card giveaway. If you'd like to enter the weekly giveaway, friends, please click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you watch and then comment on, dear friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. Kroger and other grocery chains say customers on food assistance programs like SNAP benefits are struggling as the aid shrinks. Kroger CEO Rodney McMullen said during an earnings call, budget-conscious households are buying fewer items, especially as SNAP benefits declined during the quarter, and in some cases, households are switching to lower-priced products and smaller pack sizes. There's a significant reduction in SNAP dollars in the marketplace. In March, an estimated 16 million U.S. households who receive SNAP benefits in 32 states and Washington, D.C., saw their benefits decrease by at least $100 monthly. The decrease came with the end of an emergency policy that increased SNAP benefits to the maximum level for every recipient. In 18 states, the additional benefits had already expired. Dollar General, Dollar Tree, Walmart, and many other chains have also recently said that customers on food stamps are struggling the most. Dollar General CEO Jeffrey Owen stated that this month, customers were caught off guard by reduced SNAP benefits, which exacerbated the inflationary pressures they were already experiencing. So grocery prices ticked up in May after dipping in March and April. Rising prices at the supermarkets are unwelcome news to Americans struggling to pay for food. From April to May, adjusted for seasonal swings, grocery prices got 0.1% more expensive. Overall, grocery prices were nearly 6% more expensive in May than they were 1 year ago. A Rhode Island lawmaker has introduced legislation to ensure that SNAP recipients will continue to receive additional benefits. In Rhode Island, Representative David Morales is looking to extend those crisis benefits through the remainder of this year. Morales' legislation would bring back the boosted benefits for residents of Rhode Island beginning July 1st and ending December 31st. Now, friends, House Republicans have also just introduced a plan to address student debt loans. This is as the Supreme Court is set to rule in the coming weeks on whether President Biden's federal student loan forgiveness program can remain in effect. The Federal Assistance to Initiate Repayment Act, led by Republicans on the House Education and Workforce Committee, would provide targeted student loan relief for many borrowers who already paid back more than they originally owed taxpayers in principal and interest. It would also streamline several existing income-driven repayment plans into one system and give borrowers who are in default another chance to rehabilitate their loans. Representatives Burgess Owens, Lisa McClain, and Virginia Fox said, the solution takes important steps to fix a broken student loan system, provide borrowers with clear guidance on repayment, and protect taxpayers from the economic fallout caused by the current administration. The trio, who are the lead sponsors of the legislation, have criticized Biden's approach. Federal student loan payments are set to resume at the end of August under an agreement in the debt ceiling law that President Biden signed this month. Payments have been paused since March 2020, when President Donald Trump signed the CARES Act into law. He and Biden both extended the pause. Owens, McClain, and Fox said the extensions left schools, servicers, and students uncertain about the future, adding that borrowers need guidance. The new legislation would require the Education Department to notify student loan borrowers at least 12 times before repayments resume. The bill would also end time-based student loan repayment, which allows borrowers to make the same recurring payments over time. Meanwhile, a group of Senate Republicans, led by Bill Cassidy of Louisiana, introduced their own student debt-focused legislation this past Wednesday. The plan, separate from the House bill, is a package of 5 bills that would increase transparency around the cost of college and student loans. It would also streamline repayment plan options. So Congress tried to stop Biden's plan to provide up to $20,000 in student debt relief for certain borrowers. But Biden vetoed the measure last week. The Republican-led effort passed the House in May, largely along party lines. The Senate approved the bill this month, with a handful of moderate Democrats joining Republicans in support. Well, my beautiful and amazing friends, that is the end of my daily stimulus update video for this Friday. My dearest friends, thank you very, very much for joining me here and for being part of this community. To say thank you and to show my appreciation, I will be announcing several winners for the Walmart gift card giveaway in a video later today. If you would like to enter these weekly giveaway, friends, please click and like several of my videos and then comment below the keyword of each video that you watch. The more videos that you watch and then comment on, dear friends, the greater your chances of winning the giveaways. Thank you and have a wonderful and very blessed Friday.